Gemini, the person on your mind this week, how do they feel? What are their intentions? What are their actions? This will not resonate with everyone. Take what does, leave the rest, switch the rules if you have to. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't force it. If it's too confusing, it's not your reading. So Geminis, I don't know why I said Geminis in plural. Maybe you are a Gemini, you're dealing with another Gemini. Be sure to check out your moon, your rising, and or your Venus sign for additional messages, especially if you and your person are the same signs. It's good to look at your other placements to get more detail. But anyways, Gemini, how does your person feel about you this week? What is their energy towards you? We have the Knight of Swords. What are their intentions? We have the Magician. Your energy is coming out. What are their actions? The Four of Pentacles. Gemini, your person feels like they need to rush towards you. They're being a bit impulsive this week. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's younger than you. Let's talk about the Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. My cards were in reverse, but I'm just going to take it as is. Tell me about the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, and tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Wow. All right, let me get one more for this Knight of Swords as feelings. The Emperor. We have a lot of energies here, a lot of people. I don't know if this is just this person. They're coming off as different people, have a lot of personalities. I feel like this person feels like they need to get to you, but it almost feels like with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there's a bit of a blockage. There's a bit of... I feel like this week your person is being very stubborn. If you guys do argue or there is some type of conflict, I feel like they're having a hard time owning up to it. But how they feel, they really do... I mean, with the Emperor energy, they do view you as someone who is stable. They see you as someone who is a leader. They really do feel like there is long-term potential. The thing that's throwing me off a little bit is this Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse is when something is a bit scattered. It feels like this is a very unconventional connection, relationship. It didn't really start the way most people start their connections, relationships, situations. And it's almost like maybe some of you moved way too fast or you're moving way too slow. It could really be either or. But I feel like this week your person needs to just slow down a little bit. I feel like they may be saying some things or doing some things that they're not really thinking it through. I think that this person, they really do care about you and they're viewing you in a good light, but they just need to slow down. They're letting their impulses kind of take over. With the intentions is the Magician and Seven of Pentacles. They want to keep growing with you. This is someone who doesn't want to waste their time. They are trying to manifest you or feel like they have manifested someone like you. We have the Magician, which is Gemini. Four of Pentacles and King of Cups as actions. I feel like they're holding back a little bit emotionally, but I think it's more of like a protective mechanism. I do feel like this is someone who they really do deeply care about you, but they don't want to overexpose their emotions. They're trying to remain rational. They're trying to detach a little from the emotions, which could also make them seem a little bit mean or a little bit harsh this week. I feel like they're really not wanting to get their feelings into this. Four of Pentacles is also an energy of someone like really holding on to something, like they're not letting go. Again, you could be dealing with someone who's very stubborn, Gemini. How do you feel about them? I'm also seeing for some of you, there's a lot of people here. I'm seeing like a lot of different energies. How do you feel about them, Gemini? The Five of Cups. So it feels like you've let go of something. You're looking at the situation in a more positive way. Something that was once kind of sad, depressing, or felt like a letdown. You're finally like, you're not feeling like that anymore about it or them. You're seeing the situation in a more optimistic way. Some of you live at a distance with the Six of Swords, or you know, honestly, I'll say how I feel it. I don't know if you're trying to move on from this person, or you have moved on, or you have distanced yourself in some way. Like you don't feel bad about with the whole situation anymore. Like you've moved on. You've been moving on. Let me get one more. How does Gemini feel? Six of Pentacles. You want to have just a fair situation. You want to have some type of equal give and take. Is it with this person? Is it with this person? I'm getting a yes. So I guess, you know, you didn't move on. But some of you, I feel like you want to take this slow with that Knight of Pentacles. We have the Hangman, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Like you want to be really sure about something here before you move further. How do you view them, Gemini? Sorry, guys, this feels all over the place. How do you view them? The Hermit, some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. You may view them as kind of like a loner or someone who's very introverted. The Judgment, definitely have to make some type of decision, some type of karmic connection. And the Star, I feel like some of you, wow, the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Some of you view this person as very healing. Some of you view as someone who, they're very wise. They may keep to themselves. There's something about you having to make a huge decision. And I feel like it has to do with how you move forward from now on with this person. I do see you feel you have a very strong connection. I am seeing a new beginning. A lot of like abundance and good energy in this connection. What is or was the conflict? The Page of Wands. Someone could have been... Page of Wands could be messages, flirty messages. It could be being a bit mischievous, a little bit immature. There could have been some type of message or some type of communication that was either too much or maybe not appropriate. Why the Page of Wands? Knight of Wands, someone could have been acting like a player or in a player energy, kind of went, you know, with that Knight of Wands kind of facing the past. Could be someone that went back to something or did something that was maybe a bit immature or player-ish, or it was just kind of very like a hot and cold energy. How do they view you, Gemini? The Three of Pentacles, they view you as someone they work very well with. They view you as someone that you guys, before love and intimacy, you guys have a good friendship with that Three of Pentacles. How do you view them? Oh yeah, I think I already said you view them as the Hermit. All right, what is the outcome this week? Two of Swords and the King of Swords. There seems to be a conversation happening this week. I don't know if someone is going to get blocked or they're blocked off to something. I'm seeing a lot of disconnecting from the emotions and looking at things in a more rational way. Someone could literally get blocked this week. Again, I'm seeing so many people. This could be same-sex relationship. What do you need to know about them, Gemini? The Tower. It's really hard to like shock this person, Gemini. It's really hard to like, I feel like whoever you're dealing with, Gemini, they've been through so much already with you or in their life that like whatever it is that you do, it doesn't really surprise them anymore. For some of you, and this is very specific, where some of you are dodging a bullet, or this person feels like they dodged a bullet with you. Maybe you feel like that towards them. I'm so sorry, guys. This feels so scattered. I don't feel like I'm connecting, but maybe somebody will resonate. What would they say to you this week? I'm so attracted to you. I know I was a distraction from your pain. All right, Gemini. Oh, let's get, if you were in no contact, tears. When I think about you, I cry. It's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I am better. I will compete for you. All right, Gemini, that's what I'm getting. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.